I am him, not them.
I'm seeing numbers, I must be the one. Rain Man, yeah, they think that I'm dumb. I don't care, let them think what they want. I don't do it for them, I do it for funds. To buy your way in, cause I'm in the lid. So I run it up like the money upstairs. I'm just getting started, I hope they prepared. They counted me out, so they counted me in.
I am him, not Yes. It's Mr. Pringles, the barber, a.k.a. Alwayzkuttn's head honcho. I am him, not them. I am him, not them. Hey, man, y'all know we're going to keep this thing going, man. I always going to keep the cycle going and make sure I keep the hottest guest. I got a special guest today. Man, I got the comedian Teddy Williams. Hey, check this out. Before I let Teddy go into this, right? Teddy gonna show up somewhere where y'all really need him to show up in a few weeks. Just know that. So I'm gonna let Teddy go ahead and introduce himself.
Hey. I was getting nervous the first time. I'm like, oh, hey guys. No, I'm Teddy the comedian, your favorite comedian's favorite comedian from the 937 Dayton, Ohio. I'm honored to be here. I was a little scared pulling up, I can't lie. There's 4 niggas outside and I waved at them and they got mad because I waved.
They probably didn't wave back.
They didn't. I was super scared. So I took all my good belongings out of my car. I expect my tires to be gone when I come out that motherfucker.
You ain't got to worry about that, man. You good right there. Once you pull right there,
yeah,
you good. Matter of fact, you know why? Look at the bottom of the shot glass. That's what they say.
Are those bullets?
Yeah, these are, yeah. Yeah, this is the shell. They already been used.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to keep you prayed up.
We ain't worried about that, man. We ain't worried about that.
I'm going to keep you prayed up. That's what I'm going to do. He got shells. He's crazy.
Oh, man. So, Teddy, where you from?
Man, I'm from Dayton, Ohio, right down the street, man. It's moved up here about 4 or 5 years ago. Greatest decision of my life. I live out in New Albany. I met this guy next to me. I'm his banker.
Oh, exactly.
I'm his banker.
Hey, that's the best part of this.
That's the best part. I don't drink tequila, so I'm gonna pour a water shot.
And I wish I would have known that he didn't drink tequila, because I know you drink Hennessy, don't you?
Well, I drink anything dark as long as it's got Red Bull or cranberry. But the last time I drank Hennessy, it was pretty crazy.
You had a Hail Mary.
It was. Let's put it like this, man. My shirt was open. I felt like I was rubbing my nipples in the middle of the bar. I kind of chill at the bar. I don't really say a lot. And then I just told this fat chick that she need to lose weight. So.
Oh, at the bar?
At the bar.
You ain't know her?
I didn't know her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of wild, man. I keep me prayed up, y'all. I'm going to probably say that a lot in this podcast. Keep me prayed up.
So you go, what kind of bars you go to? Like,
man,
mixed bars?
I go to it all. Rats are rats, man. Right. I love to see some rats. Titties out. No, it ain't nothing but girdles in there, C-section scars. I'll go everywhere.
It's definitely going down there in Columbus like that. It's a lot of that.
Oh, it's all, man, listen, I'm sad some of them clubs got closed like Buckeye Crazy.
Yeah.
It took 4 hours to get your food, but it was good.
Buckeye Crazy?
One time I bagged a chick on the dance floor with some Grippo wings.
You ain't bagged no chick with no Grippo wings.
Yes, man. I did, fam. I'm telling you, because see, I pay attention.
Yeah.
See, nobody pays attention in the bar. These niggas just reckless. Not me. I'm short. I look lovable, so I don't look gangster. And I remember I had a turtleneck on with this same gold chain. And we was dancing. And I noticed niggas was buying the drinks, but what we forget is that women be hungry.
You're right.
So I whisper in her ear, you want some of them Grippo wings, baby? Not playing. She said, you bullshitting. I said, go get that waiter, baby. I said, give me a 12-piece. And how many you want, girl? She was like 8. And I said, give me another 12. It worked.
It worked.
Oh,
She was
licking her fingers. And I was too. I'm really taking a water shot.
Listen to this, though. He's taking a water shot. He's the first guest on Alwayzkuttn BarberTalk to take a water shot.
Keep me prayed up.
Hey, listen, yeah. I'm gonna have him sign the wall out before he leave, man. He gonna be the first one to sign the wall because he the first one that took a water shot.
Water shot. Got to know your lane.
Hey.
Got to know your lane. Financially, that's where I'm at. Kimba doesn't pay a lot. That's where I'm at.
Kimba don't pay a lot, but you around the money though, so it got to be something.
Let me tell you a quick story. So I'm on a final.
Okay.
Because I reversed $1,800 worth of fees. Yeah. Reversed $1,800 worth of fees.
What does that mean? What do you mean?
So she had $1,800 worth of fees on her account, and I reversed all of them.
Were you supposed to?
No.
Oh, shit.
You're supposed to get permission. Never seen a white man run in my office so quick.
So what do you get? What happens with that? Like,
it was just like, you know, the next thing is you're going to get fired. But then I kind of thought about it. It's not enough Negroes here for you to fire me, so your ratio is going to go down.
Yeah.
And we already short-staffed.
It's only 2 of y'all, ain't it?
Yeah, 2 Negroes? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I counted that.
And he's Korean and Negro. He was like Korean.
So he don't even really count all the way.
Negro. He's a good guy. He's not on the final, though.
So when you did the reverse, like, intentionally, you knew that you knew you couldn't do the reverse? Or you just did it just to
I took a leap of faith.
Oh, okay.
But that faith kind of, you know.
She must have been bad.
You know, she was black. She was black. She was light skinned. About 5'9", 5'10", had a fat ass. Cannot tell you a lie.
Hey.
Man, what the business is, man.
Yeah. 3 kids, so you know she fucking.
Yeah.
3 kids, so you know she fucking.
How many kids' fathers did she have?
I don't know. I should have figured that out.
That mean a lot too. That lets you know she fucking a lot.
Well, she a single mom, so that tells me she got fucked and left. So that tells me a lot too. Listen, we gonna unpack that later on, man. That's the comedian I am. I push it.
So you from dating?
Yeah.
So you go all the way you don't push it to the limit anyway.
I listen, we can talk about dating, man. I was 6 years old and saw a pimp slap a woman over some Doritos. He wanted the blue kind and she bought out the red kind.
So that's what's going on in dating, a lot of pimping. I
don't know, I was 6. I just remember my mother let me ride my bicycle to the corner store. I was honored. It was exciting. It was exhilarating. I get there, I put my bike up, and she walks out. Like, she's walking out with these Doritos. She said, "Here you go, baby." And he said, "Bitch, pew, these ain't the right Doritos." But it was gangster because he handed them to me. He's like, "Little man, you want some?"
So,
yeah.
As a 6-year-old, how do you take that? Like, what did you know he was a pimp?
No, I'd never seen a pimp in my life.
So you just thought this was a man smacking this woman?
I thought it was normal.
So if you thought that was normal, that means you probably took behind him and you started smacking females too?
No.
Right?
No. So I went home and told my mother. She knew who the pimp was. That was surprising. That's what threw me off. She's like, "Oh yeah, that's that nigga. That's what he do." And then she told me the game of pimping, and she said, "Listen, you don't got what it takes."
Yeah.
She knew at 6. You know, you just a little bitch. You know, you're not. And legitimately, she wasn't lying. She wasn't technically lying because I'm a nice guy.
Yeah.
You know, I may say bitch 9, 10 times here or there, but
you weren't saying bitch 9, 10 times at 6.
No. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. I was saying mommy till I was like 20. She was crazy. I seen her shoot a nigga over a Big Mac.
You seen your mama shoot?
Yeah, Sandy was crazy. Don't listen. My mother was crazy. It was a nigga that came to a funeral to make sure she was dead.
Are you serious?
Yeah, she made him drink piss.
So was your mom pimping?
My mom was crazy. Like, she was like, so my mother was very defiant. She didn't like authority, just like me. So that's why we butted heads so much. But there was a guy that was messing with my aunt because my aunt was tall. So my aunt was 6'2", and 6'2" back in the 60s.
Yeah,
that was uncommon. Long story short, he had called my aunt out her name, and my mother came with a pistol and shot at him and missed him on purpose. And he was like, "Bitch, you're not gonna do that again." And so she shot him and made him drink piss.
Man, so your mama was a gangster. I told you dating before we got on here, before we started recording and all that. I was telling him that I didn't know that there was any suburb areas in Dayton. From what I heard, the whole Dayton is hood, you know what I mean?
You got Centerville, you got all that good stuff. But yeah, the cats there, like, so people from Dayton, it's like Columbus, man. Women and dudes from Columbus think you know, niggas is soft and females are soft. And then people from Dayton think, you know, they soft. And then people from Dayton think Columbus niggas is crazy. So it's all, you see what you see.
People from Dayton think Columbus niggas is crazy.
Yeah, they, you know, I'm just like, I live in New Albany. I tell people, I live in New Albany where cocaine happens. I don't know what's going on.
So when you came to Columbus, do you think Columbus is gangster? Like, how do you take Columbus? Being from Dayton.
It doesn't, nothing surprises me. The roads piss me off. Like my alignment sucks because of Columbus. Nothing bothers me. Like I work in the hood. If you know Whitehall, I work in the hood. So
it's crazy because it's called Whitehall. And it's actually, it didn't used to be hood. But, you know, over time it evolved into the hood. Like, it's a lot of patches.
I saw that shit. Cause like I got like this whole thing every Monday. The bus line bitches get off the bus line and come in.
Bus line bitches.
The bus line bitches. We got our strippers.
Bus line bitches, BB.
The BBs. They, hey Teddy. Hey bitch, how you doing, girl? Then you got the stripper Mondays too as well. The strippers come in after a long fought weekend.
They coming into
and they bringing their paper in. Yeah, they putting it in their money markets. Yeah.
So as far as strippers, do you run into a lot of strippers that do a lot of like good with money management? Like
there's one. Now there is one. I don't know her name. She's got a fake ass because I can tell by her ankle alignment. You can always tell a woman by her ankle alignment.
Your alignment on your car is going bad.
Yeah.
And her alignment on her leg.
But I can tell it's fake. Because a woman with a natural fat ass and the way she's built got some extra meat on them ankles, and her arm fat, she has no arm fat, so I know that's a fake ass.
Is she built like an ant?
She like that one from the movie. Yes,
that's how they used to be.
It's fat though.
That shit crazy though.
It's I ain't got enough dick for it, but it's fat though. But I tell you this, she got a money market. She got a money market, and her money market got some paper in it. But she tried to lie and say, "Hey, I got this from what you call that? The casino."
Oh, so she trying to deny that she or keep it a secret that she's a stripper?
Yeah, you can. I can tell when she goes out of town and strips because she triples her bag. And she was like, "I got the winnings from the casino." So you win 4 times a month, 4 or 5 times a month, over 20, 30 grand. Girl, no, you don't. But whatever you tell white people.
Is she bad though, or she just ant built and just?
She about 40,
so she's acceptable.
Oh, niggas will fuck. Niggas.
Hold up, she 40.
I can tell. I think she about 40. She about 40. You can tell it under her eyes. The bags under her eyes.
Yeah,
you can tell. That's not a joke.
That's the thing about aging. Your eyes usually, like when you live in that life, your eyes will give you away.
Oh, she sucked a dicker. You know, a dicker 6. For the bag. For sure.
Man, somebody get it, man.
For sure. That's not a joke. That's not a joke. She has. And that's okay. Like, I support that. I was telling somebody today, man, I went to Bath and Body Works. Real quick, just a plug for them. Buy 2, get 2 free. It was a great experience. But I told the young lady, I said, hey, I get why y'all want sugar daddies.
Yeah.
I had to pay for this shit myself. And she looked at me, she said, but she gave me a discount though. That means I still had it. That cooter was cackling.
Yeah.
That cooter, I had him giggling.
Listen, I want you to tell these people something because we talked about something that I really feel like, there you go. Shots, 50 cal shot a straight H2O. Be careful. That shit dangerous.
Refreshing.
Look, so tell them about these liabilities and assets when it comes to the relationship, the woman you may meet, and how you can determine whether she's a liability or an asset.
Yeah, by the conversation. So what she brings into. So the thing is this, if she challenges you. So you can tell if a woman challenges you off the rip, and it's not challenging you by sex. Because again, every woman gonna lie about that. You know, when I first came up here, every woman hadn't fucked for 6 months. I was like, damn. Which I just like came together, had a goal.
Biggest thing, ain't it? Hey, 6 months, a year, all that shit.
Ain't fucked for 6 months, taking her drawers off. I was confused.
Yeah.
I said, bingo, I guess I'm here.
I'm just a superhero. I'm special. I'm just a
black nigger over here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Black Teddy. But you can tell if she challenges you in a way. See, the thing is, there's a question that we always ask somebody, yes, your partner, why do you love me? And technically, you don't know.
You don't suppose. Man, somebody told me that if you ask a woman, why do you love me? The best thing, she's not supposed to have an answer.
No.
The love it doesn't supposed to be defined.
Yeah.
It's just love. Love is love.
Love is love.
So what happens if she starts describing all the things that make her love you?
Well, I think she's trying to be too perfect.
Exactly.
So I think she's trying to be too perfect. She's trying to give you the answer that she thinks that you want to hear, and not what's really going on. See, the whole thing is, and Chris Rock talked about this, the big piece of chicken, and he also talked about how the man is only loved. I believe he was the first one to say that a man is only loved by his pockets. So I kind of think that's true. What people don't understand is what I really, really laugh about, and people aren't going to believe me on this one. The Kroger in Whitehall, there is a guy that's been there for 35 years. And in his bank account, he has over $1 million. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows but the people at Kimba. Nobody knows.
Y'all heard it, right?
So you can't judge a book by its cover. And the thing is, also, I think men are afraid to challenge women. So the first thing I like to ask is credit score, and then I go away from that. Because when you really understand credit, score doesn't really matter. It's the history. So now the second thing is, what's your debt to net to income ratio? Do you have more debt than you have income?
Okay.
And if you have more debt than you have income, I'm okay with not talking to you. See, I'm not a superhero. And I tell men this. Men, you don't have to save her. And ladies, you don't have to save him. And that's what the social media and people say, well, it's your job. It's not my job. I'm 31 years old. If you're not financially responsible now, what am I going to do?
Exactly, because she's supposed to come into the situation as an asset. She's supposed to be coming as help.
Two legs. So the thing is this, there's 4 legs at this table. I bring in 2, she brings in 1. Eventually it's going to break. But people are afraid to challenge because they think they're not going to get another chance. There are more women than men in this world. Now, there aren't a lot of good men. That's why the side bitches, you know what I'm saying? Because they just one nigga, you know? It's just so many good, there's not a lot of good niggas out here. So side bitches, you know, they just pop up. But we'll talk about that because these houses out of control. These side bitches, they want too much.
They want too much?
They want too much. They fucking the game up.
Side bitches is fucking
the
game.
Oh my God. Side bitches is snitching. I can't believe it. SBS. Side bitch, no, SBS. Side bitch snitch. I can't believe it.
Man, what the business is, man.
But that's a fact though. People are afraid like they're not going to get another chance. And I've been reading a lot. 2 things I've been reading a lot. Women, from what I see, and I'm a man, so I can't talk. I don't know what women see about men, but as a man, I see that women don't want to compete. They don't believe they should compete.
Hold up. I feel, how can I say, like, nowadays, I feel like it's more women that actually compete now than probably before. Like our grandparents and stuff like that. I think more women today actually compete because there's a lot of independence. A lot of women today been taught, well, they don't need a man. They're independent.
Well, technically they don't. That's the thing. They back when our grandparents, a woman needed a man because women didn't have a lot of rights. So women run this world. Pussy runs the world.
I agree that it does run the world.
It runs the world. It doesn't run us though. See, the thing is that's the difference, and that was key. That was a gem. Pussy runs the world, but it can't run you though.
No.
So that's why women don't want to compete. But men don't want to compete either.
So, how do you know, like, how can I say so? So when it comes to paying bills.
Oh, yeah, that was my second thing. Keep going now.
Yeah. Go ahead. You know where I'm going at because we already talked about this.
The bill thing. So check it out. This is what I say. There are 2 men in this room right now. It should be 2 different situations.
Exactly.
So what your situation is, so fam, I'm not calling you old, but you're older than me.
Yeah, exactly.
So your situation is different than mine. So you may be more stable and more income comes in. So the way that you can do it, I can't. But the problem is we try to, what's the word I'm trying to say? Men try to get this woman and say we can do everything and then we end up resenting her. It's okay to say, baby, I can't, this is what I can afford. I can afford Whitehall with a Jeep.
Okay.
And we can travel sometimes, but this is what I can afford. Social media says that's a broke nigga. No, that's a stable man. So when you're not confident in who you are, then you try to. No. You don't settle. you try to do more than you can.
Which is pretty much settling because you really ain't got nothing. Once you get to the point to where you overexerting yourself,
yeah,
you know that you can't afford to pay everything.
Everything.
So you might have a woman that feels like, well, her friend, her dude pays everything, but he sells all the dope in the city.
Yeah.
So you work. So she might say, damn, that's some great shit. I wish I, like, hold up, wait.
Be confident enough to say, well, go fuck him then. Be confident. Be confident. That's the problem. You have a lane. Every man, there are 2 lanes in this room right now. Every man has a lane.
Exactly.
You can't go outside your lane. This is what men really don't understand. A woman's gonna rock with your lane. My favorite comedian, T.K. Kirkland, said, a janitor got bitches because he confident. And a woman will stand there and say, my man got these keys. You following me?
I got the keys. I got the keys.
You following me? So the thing is this. If my lane is here, if I'm not a fast lane and I'm in the middle, what am I going to the fast lane for? It's going to be too fast for me. Right. My lane is in the middle. You got to be confident. I'm talking about no disrespect to women, but if a man puts his foot down, women like that. Women like when a man puts his foot down, he's confident, he sticks to his word. So if he says, listen, maybe once on Christmas I can save up for Fendi, get you a Fendi bag, and that's what it is, and that's how this house goes, she gonna wait to Christmas. She gonna wait to Christmas every time. But if he teeters, she'll test him.
Okay, look so what about the one that just leaves? You know, I look at it like this, the same way I look at clients. If you leave, that's just not the client for me.
Yes, sir.
That's for somebody else.
Yes, sir.
So the whole objective is to make sure you're dealing with people that value you and value whatever you got going on. If you only make $1 a day, make sure you're dealing with the fucking female that values your $1 a day.
And she gonna come make sure you have a cold towel and a Gatorade and a meal. But because she knows that's who you are.
Yeah.
I don't go out. I can't afford all that. Even if I could, my whole thing is this. I don't look at. I think one thing with our culture is there's not a lot of generational wealth. I'm saying that again. There's not a lot of generational wealth. So if you're the first, what do you have to give your kids? So I met a young lady downtown, and she bragged about how she had $15,000 worth of Jordans for her kids. And I said, so have you started any money market?
$15,000 worth of Jordan for her kids.
For her kids. I was like, are they insured? She looked at me. Oh, it was a blank look. I said, that $15,000 don't mean shit to me.
Right.
Like, I done had the same shoes for 3 or 4 years. Like, and again, people buy shoes every day. Like, it is what it is. That's just not me. But that doesn't impress me. Are they insured? I said, if you died today, what would those kids get?
See, you at the bank. So your whole view and perspective on money and the future of the money is different than a lot of people. A lot of people look at shit just for today.
But I've always been that way. The reason I was that way because my mother's life insurance lapsed a month before she died.
That's some shit.
Yeah, it lapsed a month before she died. So because that happened, that changed my whole perspective on life. My mother left me. She planned to leave me. I think the life insurance policy. She had one for like $15,000, and then she had one for over $100,000. But she got sick 2 months before she died, and I wasn't in the house. I had my own apartment, so I was coming back, and I thought it was handled, but it wasn't. And when I found out it wasn't, then I had to come out of pocket, and I said, "I'll never put my children in that." And my mother didn't mean situation.
To. Yeah, she did. Yeah, I understand that.
She didn't mean to at all, but. That's when my brain changed. And then being at the bank where you see some of your Columbus baddies and some of your gangsters that come in that bank, and I see what's really going on, and I chuckle. I'm honored when, people know me as a comedian. They're like, hey, you the comedian, you a banker. I was like, yeah. But then I also laugh. When you ain't really got a dime to your name and your credit score sucks. And I can barely get you this account. I got to ask for an exception. That is nothing gangster about that. That's nothing. But that's our community. All the jokes aside, that's what it is.
It's generational foolishness.
Foolishness.
Yeah.
Well, actually check this out though. This is gonna be even deep, and I guess we can get back to jokes after this. So back in 1955 or 56, white people made a video on how to sell to the Negro. I
heard about that video though.
How to sell to the Negro, and watch it. And how they sold to the Negro is the reason why the designer is so important to us now. It worked. Everything they said worked. We were in the 50s, a $1 billion industry is black people that was untapped because they said, because we don't have access to the suburbs and we don't have access to the clothes and the cars, give them access because they're $1 billion sitting there.
Ain't this some shit? Listen, this is what we gonna do, man. We're gonna take a break real quick, and Teddy gonna keep drinking his shots of water, and he is going fast. That's how you know it ain't. See, if it was alcohol, that shit would still be full.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I wish we could have a bottle delivered, and I'm almost about to get him this last shot of Hennessy over there. I'm watching it because I want Teddy, because Teddy gonna unravel some shit.
I'm gonna unravel some shit sober. That's the thing, though. This is me like all the time, man.
Look. Okay, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back with Teddy Williams, the comedian. Going down, baby. It's going down. Listen, don't forget to tune in to the Barber Verses, the 614 Barber Verses, August 22nd at 7 p.m. August 22nd at 7 p.m. You know it's presented to you by Alwayzkuttn BarberTalk. Hey, we going in, baby. We got two of the coldest barbers in the city. Yes, I said two of the coldest barbers in the city. Hey, and if anybody got anything to say against that, holla at me. Maybe we can get that into works. You dig what I'm saying? Maybe we can get some contracts written up. You dig? As of right now, like I said, we got two of the coldest barbers in the city. We got Keith Cuts, a.k.a. Keith Cut 'em Up. And we got Woodfolk the Barber himself. Man, make sure y'all go follow them boys, man. It's going in. We going in. Listen. And we got co-host, myself, I am him, not them, Mr. Pringles the Barber, and I got a special guest co-host. Hey, man, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. I know y'all waiting. Hey, man, hey, if you want to figure that out, you want to see who that is, you know, tune in August 22nd at 7 p.m. on Alwayzkuttn BarberTalk. We going live, baby. We going live. Don't you miss it. Don't miss it. Don't miss that. 614 Barber Versus. Hey, see you there. We back. You already know it's Mr. Pringles the Barber, a.k.a. Alwayzkuttn's head honcho. I am him, not them. I am him, not them. And I'm in the building with comedian Teddy Williams.
Hey.
And man, we're going to keep this shit going. We just got through talking about how you guys out here at the club buying $300 bottles that cost how much at the store, you said?
Well, it depends. $30, $40. Rosé at Kroger's like $41. And it may be cheaper. In the club, it's like $250. Again, that's a 500% markup. Now, somebody's gonna look at this and say that's a rogue nigga, and I'm okay with that. That's fine. I can be okay. But I just can't. My mental can't process that. But maybe it's because I work for Kimba, and they underpay us. If this comedy hit, I'll probably change my mind and throw a bottle at you.
You do good. I watched that page, man, and I that's what I wanted to talk about too. When you on the stage. Mm-hmm. What feeling do you get? What's the best part of the stage to you? Like,
the best part of the stage to me is going to the stage. So it's two parts of going to the stage. Driving to the venue. Mm-hmm. I'm nervous. I can't think.
Nervous is good.
Yeah, it's
butterflies is good
because you care. Because you got to think about it. We both have a product. Mm-hmm. Your product is your clippers.
Exactly.
Your product is your clippers. Mine is the jokes. So you coming to see Teddy. I gotta hope and pray that what I say you fuck with heavy.
Yeah.
And then when I hear coming to the stage, so I pace back and forth. Like before a show, I still have a busted Achilles, but I'm pacing the whole time because I'm like, oh shit, what could go wrong? I'm super worried. And then all I hear is not coming to the stage.
And that right there is that's a jolt of energy, ain't it?
I'm like, let's get this motherfucker going, baby. And I come up there and I give a disclaimer like, hey, everybody ain't gonna like these fucking jokes, but shit, you paid this ticket, let's fucking go.
Let's get it.
And then it's just me, the stage, and you.
So you find peace on the stage.
Oh man, it's therapy. Listen, when I didn't have when I don't perform for a long time, it doesn't put me in a depression, but it's close.
It's almost like catching a cramp in your life. Like, yeah,
it's close, man. I be down for the count. I'm like, what is going on? Like, I did a show 2 weeks ago, gave him about 58 minutes worth of comedy. I was the headliner. Gave him about 58 minutes, man. I could have kept going.
That was a Cincinnati show?
No. That was here at Dolphin Lounge. Cincinnati only did like 10, 15.
Okay.
It wasn't a big crowd, but, I exercised some new jokes. But I know when I've been up there a long time, when I look to somebody and say, how long have I been up here? How long have I been up here? I feel like I've been up here like 2 hours.
So that's comfortable. That means you're comfortable then.
I can keep going. Because I prepare. So the thing is how I prepare. And I tell people the problem that I struggle with is I always think that the joke can be better. So that's my problem. So I will prepare for a joke and I'll go over it over and over and over again. And I'll completely change it on stage. Because right before I went up there, I knew that joke was better. I can make it better. I can make it more of me. And that's what's better. Is me.
So when you change that joke and you make it better, once you deliver that joke, you walk away from the stage, do you still feel the same way? Like, I could have did it better?
Could have did it better. I'm never satisfied.
That's a good thing to have, though. That's how I am with cutting.
Yep. You could have been crisper. I could have did this.
Yeah.
I could have provided a better experience. That's what we do. Your barber provides an experience too.
Yeah.
That's why people come back like this whole setting. This is the first time I'm in this barbershop and it's like, yo, this is crazy.
Is it what you expected?
The ambiance?
Yeah, that's it.
Can't hold you, bro. I was looking for like some Indian bitches. Just some Indian bitches like just swirling or some shit when I walked in. I'm like, it's so fucking sexy in here.
Yeah, right?
I'm like, God damn, nigga, like.
Hey, no one expects it. And then when they walk back here in the back.
I was like stunned, fam.
Yeah,
like,
I appreciate it.
I feel like ordering a pizza here is disrespectful.
Right. Yeah, it's comfortable.
Yeah. Ain't no cheap liquor in here, y'all.
Hell
Ain't nothing cheap
and
in this
motherfucking
bitch.
bottles is empty. Except for the blue one in the middle.
The Bel Air.
The Bel Air.
The Bel Air, yeah. That's a smooth drink. Can't drink a lot of it, but it's smooth.
If I get it to the club and push it through the back door, I probably could sell it for $300.
Shit, don't play with me. Hey, I'm the wrong nigga. You do that, fam, $300, that ain't shit. I'll get you $5. It'll be a bottle war getting some money.
Hey, that's what it is.
And I'll talk some shit. Hey, man, I will start a whole fucking fight in that club over that bottle. Hold on, we get the money and walk out with the bottle.
Right.
And I'll be flabbergasted. I can't believe it. These niggas is fighting again.
Oh, well, over the blue bottle.
Over the blue bottle. No bitches, just the bottle.
Hey. Well, how long you been doing comedian? How long you been a comedian? Like,
I'm 31. I started when I was 22. I started the year my mother died, man. I started about 6-7 months before her. Just quick story about that. We were in the library. I went to Rice State University. We were in the library studying for a final.
Okay.
Everybody was panicking. And then it's like God slapped me on the face. And I said, man, we ain't been to class all semester. Mm-hmm. I said, shit, I'm about to leave. They said, why? I said, what the fuck am I studying for? I don't know what's going on in this class. The one girl just started laughing. She said, you funny as hell. I thought she wanted to fuck. That's what it said to me. You funny. Oh, you want to fuck? Cool. But she offered me $75 to host an event, man. And from there it took off. My first big event, I opened up for Spain Horton. He's one of the Plastic Cup Boys for Kevin Hart.
Okay.
And I bombed. But nobody knew I bombed. You know why I bombed? Because I didn't listen and I wasn't prepared. He told me, he said, that's when Twitter started taking off. And he said, who is my opener? And everybody tagged me. It was great. It was the best feeling ever, man. I was screenshotting, showing to my mama. And he said, cool. And my one dude that was actually talking to Spank, like over Twitter, it was crazy. He was like, this motherfucker's funny, man. Like, he was like, this nigga is funny, Spank. Like, you gotta tell Kevin Hart about this nigga. That gave me some butterflies, but it was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna roll with it because I like the pressure. I call Mamba mentality. That's who I was. I don't think I know I didn't prepare the greatest because I thought it was the same.
Did you know how to prepare though? See, that's another thing. Like,
I did. I prepared like I was playing sports.
Okay.
So I prepared with my jokes, my topics. So what's funny about me is I don't write my jokes out. I write the topics out because too many words give me a headache.
Yeah. So now you trying to go through the word for word. You're going to get lost somewhere in there.
So actually, my barber in college, shout out to Trip Fontaine. He's actually a poet up here. He kills it. My live recording, he opened up. He did like a little piece, and then he brought me out or whatever. But I had did my set while he was cutting my hair for the show, and he couldn't cut my hair because he was laughing so hard. And I got there, and I looked at all those people. I said, okay, whatever. I know most of them because we all go to school together. And Spank said, "Where your people at?" So we're looking, for where my people at. Fam, this is what he said. Don't look away from them. And I said, why? He said, because everybody else won't understand your jokes. He said, they will. And that'll give you the confidence to keep going.
You're right. That's good. That's a good focus.
So guess what? I looked at them, but I got cocky because people were laughing. They were
cracking up.
They were cracking up like, oh,
crazy,
man, they couldn't fucking believe it. They was like, this nigga's really up here in front of 1,500 people doing this shit. It's crazy. I looked away. It's not that the joke wasn't funny. They're waiting. I'm a storyteller.
Yeah.
I'm not a quick punchline guy. I'm a storyteller.
Uh-huh.
That person was looking at me waiting for the punchline. That threw me off. And in the middle of the thing, I said, well, I forgot my jokes. I'm out this bitch.
Because of the pressure.
Because
once you looked away, it's like a lot of weight.
It opened up.
Yeah.
And I didn't get booed. They standing ovation. They was like, oh, Ted, motherfucker, you crazy, bro. Blah, blah, blah. Went out there. He said, you forgot because you looked away. He said, and I knew as soon as you looked. He was sitting there watching me. And he said, man, I started crying. I was like, I felt embarrassed. I'm like, bro, these are my people. Like, these people come see me. Like, fuck Spank, nigga. You come see Teddy. Like, that's just how I do for every show. And I told my mom, and it was funny, fam. She said, nigga, what? Don't you got a show next week? I was like, yeah. She was like, shit. Cause we don't give a fuck about that last loss.
Hell no, and it really wasn't a loss.
It was a learning.
Loss. It was a learning experience.
It was a learning thing, and the next show was in front of 1,500 people. Man, you couldn't get me off that stage. I was going. It clicked. So that's how it is now. Like the way I prepare is whiteboards in my house. I got whiteboards like playbooks, and I write stuff down. I record myself. I got friends that come. I make them heckle me. I make them do certain things. Mm-hmm. So it trains my brain. So when I get up there,
it just flows easier.
It flows easier. Now, I'm not a roasting comedian either.
That's what I was going to ask you. Like, how do you do, like, do you pick any, like, people out of the audience to crack jokes on? Or?
I talk to them. So I'm going to talk to you. So you sit in the front, you're safe with Teddy. Like, and that's for anybody. You sit in the front, you're safe with me. I'm going to talk to you. Like, in talking, that gives me an extra 5 or 10 minutes of material.
Okay.
Because that's what you're going to get what's just on my brain for that topic. But roasting people, man, I ain't going to do that. Like, it's just, some people have to do it. But I do say this, if you heckle me, we have 2 options. You can stop, or the whole show can go about you. And I promise you won't like it. Because I already know there's a couple cats in the audience that can fight, because I can't fight. So they'll be ready to whoop your ass.
I was about to say, because once you're cracking on somebody, don't you think they probably want to fight at the end? What you tell them straight out?
I tell them I can't fight. That's the first thing. I'm like, I can't fight. It's the nigga I am. It's the nigga I am.
Hey, listen, that's the realest shit you can say, though.
Yeah, I cannot.
Listen, ain't no need for you to even approach me. I can't fight. So you get no points off of beating my ass or nothing.
Yeah, so
or
now,
even trying to.
Call your niggas right now and say you whooped the comedian's ass. I'll get on the phone. You ain't gotta fight me. Bro, just call him. Hey, what's up? Yeah, and then that nigga, how'd you beat my ass again? You stomped me? He stomped me out. Like, that's
and
me.
You know what's even worse? If you beat their ass after you just said that you couldn't fight.
I don't, it's just, it depends on how mad I am. So I don't get really angry. But it's always somebody in the audience that don't. I got cats that really is like, yo, Ted just so cool. Mm-hmm. He's a comedian that talks about whatever's in his mind.
So they gonna step in front of all that.
They ain't
letting nothing shake. Ain't nothing shaking. Yeah, y'all might as well go ahead back up, man. You ain't about to do nothing to Ted.
I keep him prayed up, or I keep a crazy white boy with me.
Yeah,
because he definitely ain't got nothing to lose.
Yeah, white boys, you can hit them in the head a whole bunch of times. It take a lot of.
Bro, or he just gonna say that you tried to assault him and we gonna throw your ass in jail, and I'm gonna be right there. Goddamn right, I'll be Ben Carson. I'll be Uncle Ruckus. You try to beat my ass,
Ben Carson.
I'm gonna save myself.
How do you feel like, since you've been doing the comedian thing, do you feel like, how has it been for females? Because I was always told, one of my old school dudes when I was young, he told me, if you can make a woman laugh, you can laugh her drawers off.
Well, I'm going to tell you one thing. Ain't no bitches. I don't see no bitches around. You know what I'm saying? I go home alone a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, making females laugh. Like, so, you know, girls I date, talking to a young lady right now, like, she thinks I'm funny every day. So she just there to support. That's her thing. You know, what she hears, and she tells people all the time, like, yo, like, what he talks about on stage is he lives his life. He talks this way every day. But yeah, you make a woman laugh, but this is the real part of this though. A lot of people don't want to laugh at certain jokes because they don't want their parents to look like they're ignorant.
You say they don't want their appearance?
Appearance. They want, if you are news anchor, you cut a news anchor and he's laughing at, and I'm not saying he will, but he's laughing at a joke called "fuck them kids." Like, and he's hysterically laughing at that. Some people are going to be like,
"Oh, you find that shit funny?
Wow, fuck them kids." You goddamn right he do, because he's human. Kids are bad. God
kids
damn.
are bad, especially if they're not yours.
That's what I'm saying. So,
that's
like,
the whole point. That's
why I give a disclaimer. So my disclaimer is this. It's very simple. Everybody ain't going to like these jokes. If you don't know when non-pay week is, you're not going to laugh at this shit. But if Apple done pulled money out on a Thursday right before payday, and you ain't had nothing to eat that day, you gonna crack up the fuck up at these jokes. That's fact. If you been poor, oh nigga, you gonna be on the floor. But if you ain't never been poor, nigga, you just gonna stare at me.
You're right.
Now whoever,
because you don't understand.
So now I gotta point you out so you can get robbed. You ain't gonna miss that money, nigga. I'm Robin Hood up in this bitch.
Oh, so would you say that you said right after your mom passed, you started you focused on the comedian thing?
I focused on the comedian thing for about 6 months, and then I went to a depression. I went to a depression till so she died in 2012. I did about 4 shows after that, and then I didn't pick up a mic until the end of 2017.
So you feel like that situation is what inspired you to, like, motivated you to pursue comedy field?
No, after my mom died, nothing was funny. But then I will always shout out again my guy Trip Fontaine. Okay. I saw him at Havana. I was drunk as hell, and he looked at me, and I went to dap him up, and he said, "Man, I don't know if I can dap you up." And I said, "Why?" "That's my guy." He said, "Because you're wasting talent." He said, "I haven't seen you do anything." And he said, "I know your mother died, but would your mother want you to be walking around drunk or on stage?"
That's the fuel right there.
And I said, damn. I said, I haven't written a joke in years, Trip. I don't know what writing a joke is right now. He said, "Nigga, we follow each other on Twitter. Don't do that." He said, "You're funny on Twitter." And from there, he was doing Native Tongues. It was called Native Tongues, and they were downtown. It was small, and I got to do the open mic, and he gave me 10 minutes. He was only supposed to give me like 5, but I said, "Hey man," I said, "that's not my comedy. I can't do a quick set." And so he said, "I got you." And one of my jokes is talking about a ghost fucking me in the ass. That's what I thought. And it was just, and he's like, and you just see his face, but he smiles. He's like, "Yes, this is what we've been waiting on." Yeah. And from there, like, I got, I have a big support system, man. So I probably had 20 people there to see me do this, man. I was pubbing on Instagram, like, yo, this is the first time. It's crazy, man. My neighbor brought all her girls, and I killed that shit.
So this was the first time
after.
So
this was 5 years later.
Okay.
This was 5 years later, man, and it kicked off. It was just like, from there, my guy Wally, he does this thing called Poet Lounge, and he puts a whole bunch of poets on. He came up to me and he was like, "Hey, you want to be a feature?" And I was like, "Yeah, when?" He was like, February.
Okay.
6 months later, I was the headline feature, and I did 14 minutes in February. And then in May, I did over 30 minutes. And that's when I knew. That's when it clicked.
It was your calling.
That's when it was like, this is what, my job is to say what you think. So you may have to be Mr. Pringles, you may have to be Dad, you may have to be whatever. But when you come to that show, you can be you.
You're right.
And you like, damn, I've been thinking about this shit all year. Yeah, fuck them kids. Yeah, I'm sick of this motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I talk. I talk about all the time, like, man, I'm not going to fuck you all night. Certain things I'm not going to do. And I'm not gonna lie and say I have a big dick. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not putting a fat dick on your back. I'm putting this fat ass stomach. That's what I'm doing. That's what it is, fam. And it may be 4 or 5 minutes. That's all I got for you.
Oh,
it's gonna be the best I got.
4 or 5 minutes.
And I'm gonna put my titty in your mouth. I know me. And I'm gonna say some shit like that. And there's gonna be a man that sits there and is like, damn, I feel the same way.
Now, he ain't gonna say that shit though.
He won't. But I can tell by him laughing, he been thinking.
He understand.
He been sick of her ass for years. Because men, see, at 30, I'm tired of lying. Fellas, we got to stop lying. She asked you, does she look fat? Yes, you do.
It's a level of confidence, though.
You got to tell her, because why lie and say she don't look fat and then go cheat on her? Now she gonna be super confused.
So if she ain't fat, so since we always have this talk at Alwayzkuttn BarberTalk. She's fat. She ain't fat. She's perfectly shaped. Everything's great. So is the man still gonna cheat?
If he wants to, because let's think about it. It's never about the look.
Okay.
It's never about the look with a woman.
No.
It's never about that.
It's about the man. The man's.
But it's also about her too, because I believe two things. Women are going to tell you what they want. Mm-hmm. They're going to tell you how to love them. They're going to tell you how to fuck them. Men will do the same thing.
Exactly.
Now I think men, you have to be a little bit more conscious with men, because we say it in different ways, because our ego won't let us tell you. Now that's not right, but that's kind of the way of the world. Do I believe we should leave first? You should leave. Is that the way of the world? No.
You feel like you should leave if you're not getting what you want? And
you've asked? Yeah. Because if you're going to cheat, why not just leave?
You got a point.
So that's my point earlier. We live in a society where they say you have to love through whatever. No, you don't. We too old for that.
It's all about what you want, because you only live once.
You only live one time.
Yeah.
And my thing is, if I've told you for 5 or 6 years, like, yo, this is what I need, and you're just pretty much like, F me, or she says, hey, baby, this is what I need, why are we surprised? Why are we surprised at the outcome of it? Well, why didn't you tell me? I did. And women are good at saying, hey, here are the dates and the times I actually told you.
Oh yeah, they good. They load a clip up. They shoot. And when it's time to shoot, with the 50 cal.
With the 50 cal, bro.
Yeah.
And when they come shooting,
they letting that. It's automatic,
bro. It's not. They not coming soft. So I tell people, like, you got to be man enough or woman enough. Like, when women will walk away, they will say, like, yo, I can't do this anymore. This ain't, for me. A man, we naturally like our cake and eat it too.
That's like you said. The key word was what you said was naturally.
We naturally do. So you have to know. It's a couple things. So you have generational bullshit. You have generational fuck up. So some people, their granddad, dad, them, all the men in the family fuck up. Mm-hmm. But if you know that, what are you doing? So if you know that, man, you don't get it right to 40, and your whole 20s you didn't even try, my nigga, don't start to 40. And if she says she can clown you, but she may not say it in front of you, but she'll respect you. Like, hey, baby, I'm not ready for a relationship. It's just it ain't even about the hoes. I just know, like, I just don't care. I care about me.
Well, in situations, sometimes, I ain't gonna say sometimes, a lot, I cut hair, so I deal with a lot of clients, a lot of men in situations. A lot of things come through the barbershop that's probably not discussed at home. Yeah. Majority of the conversations I get is most men feel that they wouldn't have to cheat if they were allowed to have them and their woman are allowed to have another woman.
They'll still cheat. Because, okay, so check this out. When your home is happy, you do whatever you want. Life is good.
Yeah.
But when your home is not happy, you don't want to do anything. You want to do nothing. You want to sit at home and fix it, or you want to mope or do whatever. That's men. So if it's too easy, naturally men are going to think, well, if she brings another woman, there's another man involved. Which technically, if you bring another woman, she may not want that woman. She may want another dick.
And that's some shit.
And you gotta understand that, yo, it is what it is. You and another nigga just going to have to train your wife, fam. It is what it is, bro.
Ain't no man gonna really stick around while another dick in the building.
Nope. He's not gonna do that. So why should she stick around?
Yeah.
That is a reality thing. And
now, see, so we in this area. So I'm gonna touch on this base because I like touching on this. So, do you think sometimes that this is embedded in a man to desire and have a temptation for new
pussy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all over the TV.
Yeah. Okay. So when you think about, I know everybody has their own deity and belief. Most believe in God. So when you start thinking about how people were created, when you start thinking like, why did God create it to where a woman can only get pregnant one time in one session, but a man can still be fruitful at that time?
Well, I thought about that too.
Yeah,
thought
that's
about
something to think about.
Well, I say this: the women really need to blame Eve. That bitch ate the apple. That's what that women shit. Women need to blame Eve. That hoe ate the apple.
That's what fucked everything up, man.
And then Adam, he was a weak nigga. Cause as soon as God would have been like, yo, who ate the apple? This bitch. Now, since we got that out the way, I need, take it from the other rib. A little shorter. Fatter ass. Cause they walk around naked, dick swinging. You know his dick wasn't that big. Could have been. I don't fucking know. But she wasn't even looking at that shit. He probably was hitting that ass all the time. And then this hoe go eat the fucking apple. The snake got the bitch to eat the apple. So you know what that tells me? That women have loved ancient niggas since the beginning of time. That's what I'm talking about. Boom. Y'all didn't even think of that shit.
And you know what? We're going to go into a second segment. We're going to go ahead and get up out of here. I'm going to let Teddy go ahead and leave off of that. And I hope you women and I hope you men, took some advice from that. Teddy has took his 5th shot of purified water.
Refreshing.
And still gave y'all the same energy as if he took the 5 shots of Hennessy.
For sure.
You dig? Hail Mary, me against the world. All eyes on me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All that good shit. Tell them where to find you, Teddy. Tell them where to find you, man.
Well, listen, you can find me in New Albany somewhere. And then also you can find me on Instagram, Hey Teddy the Comedian. My Twitter is Teddy the Comedian. And then my OnlyFans is Hey Teddy the Comedian. I sell dick and cook. I got to find my password because that was the initial thing. Was supposed to sell some dick and cook. It hasn't happened. I will give you my Facebook. That's my government name. I can't do that. My pastor's on there. He thinks I'm a good guy.
Oh shit! Listen, man. We up out of here, man. It was great to have Teddy in the building,
yes,
man. Sir. You already know what it is. It's Mr. Pringles the Barber, a.k.a. Alwayzkuttn's head honcho. I am him, not them. I am him, not them.